Yo, friends and family, what it do? Welcome to Technical Tuesday, where we are going to be stopping you from using too many indicators and overcomplicating your trading plan. Today, we are hopping into the Bitcoin chart to simplify everything down for you. Trading doesn't need to be overcomplicated. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You need to systematically look at these charts and take every day as the same, okay? You're not gonna triple your money in a week if you're expecting to triple your money in a week. You need to look at the market and take what the market gives you. So let's hop into the charts. So just looking over here, we're looking at all of the different trading indicators, and we have the moving average, exponential moving average, a scholastic oscillator, the list goes on and on. RSI, I don't know if Fibonacci retracement is a indicator, because it doesn't really, I don't know, it's more of a drawing tool. But all of these different indicators, like, they all will, of course, they're all gonna tell you something, but if you look at all 10 of these different indicators, you're gonna get confused because they're gonna contradict themselves. They're gonna show you much different things in the market. And so that is why you need to create your simple trading plan, okay? You need to set up 3 to 5 different confirmations that are going to tell you when to hop into the market. So now just looking at the Bitcoin chart and just talking a little bit about what we did last week, we talked about trend lines and support and resistance points in the market. These are going to be the two main pieces of your trading plan because these are simple. They're just going to show you where there's resistance points in the market and where the market is going to run. This is some of the most basic form of trading, and it is really useful. So just looking at these charts, you can really see that right here we have a floor. Bitcoin came here, rushed through here, bounced off 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, 5 times, 6 times, 7, 8, 9 times in this green box zone right here. Bitcoin literally touched it 9 times. So just seeing this, we have a strong floor here. So if we see Bitcoin price come all the way down to here, we need to keep our eyes open. Of course, we're not using one confirmation, so this isn't going to tell us exactly when to hop in, but it's going to tell us when the market could either turn around or run. So just looking at the next indicator that we're going to be going over is trend line analysis. You could see here on the smaller time frame, Bitcoin came up, touched it 1, touched it 2, touched it 3, touched it 4 times, and then finally broke through on the 4th time. We can come over here and look at it on a similar level. Bitcoin really, it came over here and then it went 1, then 2, then 3, and then came really through on the 4th line. And so you're gonna find on these trend lines that Bitcoin is always gonna make its move on the 3rd or 4th touch of the trend. And you're gonna have to look at some of the patterns, some of how the chart looks like, what a bearish pennant looks like, what a cup and handle looks like, all of those things. I'll definitely get into a video on those another time. But basically, just simply breaking it down, you could see that we are in a falling wedge right here. And just looking at it, we can see that we're kind of squeezing into this bottom floor while working our way down in the zone. So just looking at 2 confirmations here, it looks like a decent buy opportunity down here. Of course, we were in our buy zone. We shouldn't look at the past. We should have bought in at 30,000, obviously. But looking at a big chart too. But one of my other main forms of confirmation that I use is also Fibonacci, okay? And you guys definitely need to look up what the golden ratio is and how it plays out into everything. But you can really make measurable moves up and really see where the market is going to pull down. So obviously we can look here, the market is extremely bullish now, so it's just obviously not going to be the best, but the points in the market that we are going to be looking for are going to be the 382 and the 618 zone. I'm gonna leave the 0.5 in here just because to make our zone, but I'm gonna do this a couple times, but you're gonna see that it's normally going to pull back If it's super bullish, it's only ever gonna pull back to the 382. If it's pretty bullish, you know, it's moving up, it's gonna be going up to the 0.5. I mean, if you get the best entry, you're looking at super bullish, but it's not a crazy market, you know, you're gonna get the 618 pullback. So just going from here, you could look, I'll move this over here. You go from the lowest closing candle to the highest closing candle, and you'll just notice that we're hitting these lines constantly. Like we're hitting a 50% retracement here, we're hitting a 61.8 retracement here. We can go and we can flip it, we can do the retrace down. So lowest closing candle to highest closing candle, we can come up. You see on the retrace down, we came up and touched the 618 again. So guys, these tools, Fibonacci, and just using these different pieces of confirmation are going to save you so much time. If you can hop on the chart a couple times a day and just break it down, you know, put your support and resistance points in the market, put your trend lines there, use your Fibonacci tool and maybe one indicator, like I mainly use RSI. I have 4 confirmation points where I can really look to see if this is a valid entry for a buy or a sell. So literally just looking at this point in the market, we can see that RSI has peaked out, okay, in this point in the market. And we can kind of measure from this move here all the way down to here, and we can see that RSI has peaked out from this top move down, the initial move that started the trend down here. We can see that RSI, we can see the falling trend line, obviously. The falling trend line, obviously. We have our resistance point here that the market bounced off of. We have a high RSI. We have another resistance point right here that it met at. So there's some confirmations that we can look at in this market and we can make this sell trade, okay? Of course, I'm not doing live analysis for you guys because I don't want you guys need to be doing your own live analysis, basically. I'm here to teach you guys and show you guys the ropes on how to really do and chart things up, but just looking at it very briefly. And of course, we're on a very big time frame right now at the 4 hour. But even just going into the 1 hour and seeing how things could potentially be playing out, we could go from this move down here all the way up here. And you could see that the market topped out, or I guess lowest closing candle. I'm contradicting myself. But the lowest closing candle is up here because you can see this candle closed here and wicked all the way up, but the closing candle is right here. So just looking at it, just going up to the bottom, bang, 618 retracement, bang. Went up to the 382. Of course, we're gonna find some resistance here at the 382. Looking at it from here up to the big angle, we pulled a little bit down. I'd be curious to see if we hit the 786 or the 886 zone. And you could see here, bang, wicked right off of the 786 zone.